What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I am back here with another video, and today we are talking about the unicorn himself, Travis Hunter. Now, Travis Hunter is one of the top projected prospects in this year's draft, and of course, he is one of the most talented. Um, he was one of the most talented high school prospects because he played two ways. He is one of the most talented college players. So now when we see Travis Hunter, we're seeing he is going to be a first round pick. He is the Hisman Trophy winner. He is the first round pick. Like, where is he going to go? And is a two-way player going to affect his stock? Now, I do think a two-way player is going to affect his stock with certain teams. I mean, if you're a team like the Patriots at number 4, well, we're going to name the top 7 teams. We'll do the top 10 because those are more likely to trade up. Number 1, you have Tennessee. Number 2, you have Cleveland. Number 3, you have the Giants. Number 4, you have the Patriots. Number 5, you have the Jacksonville Jaguars. Number 6, you have the Raiders. Number 7, you have the Jets. Number 8, you have the Panthers. You have the Saints at 9, and you have at number 10 the Bears. So we obviously know in that top 5 picks, you know that at least the first 3 seem like they're pretty much done. Now, I know it's not official, but the Myles Garrett, if that trade does happen, if they do get traded, or if they do trade him, it does sound like you're gonna have to pick Carter. So we could probably predict Ward, Carter, and Sanders at 1, 2, and 3. Will the Patriots focus on fixing their O-line this offseason? Because listen, you could go and get an lineman in free agency, but most of the time, some of the best ways to help your offense is that you need a young rookie piece. And I think that I think that the Patriots do need a young tackle, and I think if you can get the best tackle on the board, I think it would help your team tremendously. And I mean, Patriots are also in a great position where, listen, like, you have Graham McMillan, you have Graham McMillan, you have Johnson, you have those 3 guys, and if you're the Patriots, you can move down with any one of these teams in the top 10 to trade up to go get a powerful person. And I haven't even mentioned Genty yet. Like, so most of these teams need a running back. Like, the Raiders need a running back. Hell, would the Jags consider it? Panthers are, I don't think they would do it because they have Sanders and they got that one guy from Texas, I think. But I mean, like, would the Saints consider it, trading Alvin Kamara and just getting Genty? The Bears obviously would be a crazy place for Genty to go, especially with that new offense now. But I mean, I wonder how that's going to be, and I think the two-way player is going to affect his draft stock a little bit. We'll get more into that in a second because we just found out that Travis Hunter he's practicing for the corner combine. He's practicing for the corner drills. So he has informed people, and he has said, and he is not letting up, that he wants to play both ways. And obviously, we know it's not impossible to play 2 ways. We know that it's happened before. Now, with Travis's injury history, because he did miss a few games in college, and I mean, when you watch some of these highlights, no wonder, because when he's jumping up for some of these balls, like, he's landing awkwardly, But listen, everyone could be like, well, he hasn't had a major injury, and he hasn't missed a whole season yet. I mean, if you play 2 ways, the probability of you having a head injury in the NFL is probably increased by like 60% because you're playing 2 ways. You're playing both ways. Yes, you're not going to get hit when you're a corner, but you're going to you're going to fall on your back and you're going to accidentally hit your head. It's going to happen. And the way Travis catches the ball and jumps up and catches it, like, he does not care about landing. Some of these landings look disgusting. Like, it looks like he could break a leg, and somehow, some way, he hasn't. But the big thing with Travis is if you're going to be a corner prospect, and what happens if obviously a team's not going to draft you and say, okay, you're playing one way. Like, that's just not going to happen. A team that drafts him is going to say, we trust you playing two ways. I think obviously they'll say you're going to probably play a majority of the defensive snaps, but you're going to come in and play offense every once in a while. Like, okay, that's fine. I don't think he'll be like a full-time corner, full-time wide receiver. I doubt that's going to happen in the NFL. All the comments all I've read is that he says he wants to play both ways. I don't see that he wants to play both ways the entire time. Like, he doesn't want to be there for every single snap. I think it's hard because a lot of people argue about what he's better at. I like him as a wide receiver, but I think that he is very good at corner, and I understand why. I mean, hell, too, like, I wonder, is it because of McMillan? Is it because of the other top wide receivers like Emeka Ibuka, the guy from Missouri? Is it because of them that you don't want to do wide receiver drills? Because obviously if you do corner, at the worst case scenario, Johnson gets selected before you, because I honestly don't think that there's many top corner talents in the first round. There might only be, I mean, if you count Hunter as a corner and Johnson, I think there only might be 3 first-round corners in this draft, like, that you could put your faith in. I think that Hunter would be good in New England. But the thing is, with New England, will New England want to have that burden of having him there? Like, and that sounds bad, but I mean, like, when you're the Patriots, Hunter will be in a cornerback duo with Gonzalez. Now, obviously, Gonzalez isn't the biggest need right now, right? Like, or corner's not the biggest need because you have Gonzalez, and yes, depth is always good, but I mean, hell, look at the Eagles right now. But I mean, like, if you win and just get him, well, now you have a good corner, and now he's probably the best wide receiver on that team. I'm assuming they would draft another one or go get one in free agency, like T. Higgins. They'll probably be in on him, and a few other guys. But I think that would make sense. But I mean, like, I feel like then you're only picking Travis Hunter just because you're picking up an extra body. You're not picking up a guy that you necessarily need. I think Jacksonville is similar, but I think you actually need him in Jacksonville. If they miss out on a free agent and they miss out on a top corner in this draft, I think that he is a necessary piece to your defense. I mean, yes, him and Thompson on that offense would be excellent. It would be really, really good. But I think that Jacksonville makes the most sense, where if he falls out of the top 4, that I just doubt that Jacksonville lets him go at 5. I think he will be that guy that is just like, yo, like, we need a corner. We can use an extra wide receiver. Let's draft him. And then obviously they can go and draft a wide receiver later in the rounds if they need to, or free agency, go get another wide receiver to try to help him. I mean, actually, that's not even necessarily true. If they keep Christian Kirk, which I don't know if they will because of the money circumstances and because they were trying to trade him before the deadline before he got hurt, I mean, you would have a good trio, honestly. So, I mean, Jacksonville does make a lot of sense, especially because then you could trade Christian Kirk, because now you're confident that you could have an extra wide receiver in Hunter. So I don't think he falls out of the top 5. I will be shocked if he does. I'll be shocked if he gets to the Raiders, because the Raiders would genuinely have the best pick of the year, because it's all about who they trust more. Do they trust McMillan if they don't get a wide receiver? They need a corner and an extra wide receiver, so the Raiders would make a lot of sense. Next to Jacoby Myers, and obviously they'll probably be in on like Godwin, and definitely in on Godwin because of the connections that he has with the Raiders now. But I'm genuinely wondering how this draft is going to go. Let me know how you guys think this draft's going to go. I genuinely do want to make a video. I think I don't want to make those early mock drafts. I think they're stupid. But I mean, I do think that Jackson Dart is the guy. I've said that, and I think that now that the media is starting to be like, oh, Jackson Dart could actually be like the best quarterback in this draft class, it irritates me because I feel like I just should have made a video and posted it because it's just like I've already said this, but my New Year's resolution this year is every video that I make, like fully make in front of the camera, I have to post. Um, and I think that I will be good on that because I try to make them within 15 minutes and all this stuff, but it gets difficult. So we'll talk about that at a different time. But let me know, where do you guys think Hunter's gonna go? Where do you think he's gonna go? And then what do you think's the best fit for him? Um, because I think the Patriots, yes, they're a good spot, but I just don't know if they're the greatest spot. But I mean, even if he goes to New England, I think Vrabel will use him well. Um, let me know what you guys think. Like this video, and obviously the Vrabel connection with the two ways. Anyways, but I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys I am very curious of what you guys have to say and what you guys have to think. We'll focus more on prospects, and we'll talk more about prospects as this draft and the combine continue to get closer and closer throughout the year. Obviously, we're Super Bowl week. It's almost over, so we'll see how that goes. But I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Like this video if you liked it, comment down below. Follow me on everything down below. Now, the one thing that isn't on here is my Twitch, where I do watch-alongs and all this other fun stuff at twitch.tv/@ProDavid777 _777. And yeah, hope you guys have a good night. I hope you guys have a good day, no matter where you are. And peace out. Enjoy your day.